Yes. Welcome to SatireAIzed, the only place where taste buds go to die and comedy comes to life. Here we don't judge the food, we just document the crimes. So buckle up, grab a disinfectant napkin, and prepare your stomach, because what you're about to see is culinary chaos at its finest. Behold, the national artillery of street food India. Each one of these syrup torpedoes looks like it's fresh out of a biological weapons lab disguised as a dessert stall. They float there, glistening like heat-seeking suppositories, ready to lock on to your intestines and detonate pure diabetes. One bite and you'll taste fear, regret, and probably lead. They say it's sweet, but so is antifreeze. These aren't pastries, my friend. These are caramel-coated mortar shells, dipped in ancient swamp syrup and blessed by humidity itself. Congratulations, you've just ordered a full-scale digestive strike. And just when you thought it couldn't get worse, boom, they've upgraded to baseball-sized syrup bombs. Each one looks like it was pitched straight out of a diabetic Yankee stadium. You'd think they'd use a spoon, right? Wrong. The chef prefers the hand immersion technique, a sacred ritual where he fuses flesh and syrup into one sticky ecosystem. Why use utensils when you can baptize your arm in molten sugar and emerge reborn? Shiny, sweet, and permanently tacky. Some say it's for flavor. I say it's for that deep, primal satisfaction of having a hand that doubles as flypaper. Ah, yes, the street chef alchemist in his natural habitat. Surrounded by majestic mountains of crunchy chaos, he scoops a little from each pile, a pinch of mystery dust here, a handful of regret there, all delivered straight from the sacred utensil known as his bare hand. Every move is a masterpiece of contamination choreography. Grab, squeeze, mix, and baptize it all in what appears to be a lemon-filled bucket of despair. That bucket, half potion, half chamber pot, is where flavors go to scream. And yet somehow he stirs it like a man summoning demons of flavor. You don't just eat this, you survive it. And here it is as the final boss of street cuisine, the primordial soup of chaos, a sticky, semi-sentient blend that defies the laws of physics and hygiene, a non-Newtonian nightmare where fruit peels, broken toys, confetti, and traces of humanity's worst decisions coexist in harmony. It moves, but only when it wants to. Each stir releases a burp of ancient fumes, the kind that could peel paint or summon memories you never had. Some say it's juice, others say it's evolving. Whatever it is, it's definitely plotting revenge against whoever tries to drink it. This isn't a beverage, it's an ecosystem that's tired of existing. And now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Compost corner of gastronomy. What you're seeing here isn't a food stall. It's a geological formation made entirely of expired ingredients and pure determination. The chef, armed with his trusty spoon of doom, scoops up what can only be described as fossilized jam, a sticky hybrid between tar, fruit leather, and a cry for help. Each slab glistens like freshly laminated regret. It's not cooked, it's evolved, packaged straight from the roadside landfill to your digestive system. This is what happens when nature loses patience and decides to start cooking back. And here we have nature's biggest identity crisis. The fruit that looked at every other fruit and said, "Yes, I'll be all of them." No one knows what it is. Peach, orange, pumpkin, maybe a persimmon that lost a bet. It's like evolution sneezed mid-design and forgot to press undo. Each one looks like it was grown inside a microwave during an earthquake. The texture, half bark, half regret. The flavor, imagine chewing a citrus-scented battery. One bite and your teeth start to dissolve. Not from acid, but from pure confusion. This isn't fruit anymore. This is a biological prank from Mother Nature herself. And here comes the frosty assassin of street desserts. Subzero himself, now moonlighting as a crepe chef. Watch as he pours this radioactive blue batter straight from the depths of a chemical lab disguised as a kitchen. The color alone violates several food safety treaties and possibly a few Mortal Kombat rules. One bite and your stomach performs a flawless fatality. Internal organs freeze frame, while your soul respawns somewhere less toxic. It's not food, it's an experiment in edible refrigeration. A culinary Cold War between flavor and survival. Introducing the heritage broth, a timeless infusion crafted using methods passed down through generations of culinary visionaries with absolutely no regard for modern convention. Each batch begins with a meditative boil in a communal vessel, where flavors are coaxed gently from unknown origins into a warm, opaque masterpiece. But the magic lies in the filtration ritual, a delicate process performed through hand-woven cloths, seasoned by years of family history and kitchen poetry. For those with truly refined palates, the experience doesn't end there. By selecting the legacy filtration upgrade, your broth is blessed with one final pass. Through grandmother's ceremonial petticoats, worn exclusively on special occasions and during emotional farewells. This imparts the legendary agrippicante note, a mysterious twang of emotion, silk, and ancestral umami that lingers long after the final spoonful. It's not just a soup, it's an edible memoir, bold, intimate, hauntingly delicious. Today we descend into the gastronomic underworld where chaos meets culinary ambition, a place where spatulas fear to tread and Michelin stars come to cry. Our journey begins with the ritual of the gravitational scramble, a chef who, with the grace of a caffeinated wizard, tosses scraps, eggs, and the mysteries of the universe into the air. It's less cooking and more a ceremonial invocation of entropy. Each fling of the pan defies physics and possibly hygiene. Is it a breakfast? Is it performance art? No one knows, but gravity does all the work here. The chef merely vibes. Next, we are blessed with the pan polishing protocol trademark, a technique so avant-garde it doubles as a kitchen deep clean. Why use a sponge when the same ragged tortilla you're about to eat can wipe down residual carbon buildup from the Mughal Empire? Then come the divine stews so ambitious they blur the line between alchemy and cry for help. The first one resembles what a medium-sized cow might cough up after a stressful morning. Velvety, rich, and possibly already digested. The second is a medley of barbershop remnants in marinara, a bold choice infused with aftershave and existential dread. The protein appears to be either goat or mustache trimmings we dare not ask. A third pot bubbles ominously, housing what can only be described as a Scotch Brie bourguignon, where kitchen sponge meets spice rack in an ill-fated romance. And yet there is poetry in this madness, a commitment, a vision, a total disregard for established safety standards. Face twisted in agony, like she's manually extracting sin from dough, attacks a sticky mass with the determination of someone stirring cement in grief. Flies swarm in, instantly embedding themselves like organic chocolate chips from hell, turning the mixture into a moving ecosystem of despair. With no sense of shame or hygiene, she slaps in a raw crocodile egg, clearly born of a Ganges sewer beast mutated by centuries of curses and chemical spills, its yolk sliding out like a nuclear ooze. She stirs it in as if punishing the batter for existing. No seasoning, no mercy, only violence. Then, miraculously, the mess solidifies into something vaguely cake-shaped, and for the first time in recorded tragedy, she resists the primal urge to shred it apart with her bare, grease-encrusted claws. She serves it whole, untouched, as if realizing that what she's created can't be destroyed without consequence. It's not food, it's a sacrament of suffering, a baked confession of everything wrong with man, nature, and lunch. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another chapter of How Is This Legal? Today we travel deep into the chaotic heart of Indian street food, where gloves are an urban legend and personal space is something you donate to your ingredients. Our star chef, a man so confident in his immune system he might as well be made of penicillin, prepares a dessert using the ancient and totally hygienic method known as elbow mixing. That's right, no spoon, no ladle, just full-on arm immersion into what can only be described as a primordial goo of industrial-grade flour and heat stroke. He begins by dumping in 47 ounces of flour, which the yellow radioactive mix devours instantly, like it's not batter but a sentient being absorbing nutrients before launching its final attack. Honestly, if he threw a small car in there, I wouldn't be surprised to see it dissolve too. This stuff obeys no laws of chemistry, physics, or common decency. With all the grace of a man mixing concrete in a thunderstorm, he plunges his elbow deep into the churning abyss, churning it like he's trying to summon a demon, or maybe suppress one already living in the bowl. But the show doesn't stop there. No, after the potion has stopped bubbling like nuclear waste, our culinary daredevil begins shaping it into hefty little rolls, dense enough to stop a bullet and suspiciously resilient. And what goes inside these edible landmines, you ask? Oh, only the finest fillings. Metal shards that may or may not be recycled hinges from his neighbor the blacksmith, and what looks like torn rags that have survived decades of attempted cleanings, probably passed down from generation to generation as cursed heirlooms. He rolls it all up with care, like a man packaging secrets, and slaps it on a tray as if daring anyone, to eat it. And the wildest part? Someone does. Someone actually eats it.